welcome back to our live streaming show today. So we will have I'm Sylvia. I'm Sylvia. So we will have our live streaming show every week, but the time is not the fixed one. We may change. We may have our live streaming show on Friday or Thursday, Wednesday. So if you want to follow our live stream every week, you want to learn from us, so you can follow our account. Okay, you can follow us so that you will know when will we have the live streaming show every week. Okay. So today we are going to talk about the permanent topic, that is lose weight. Okay, fat reducing. Okay, body shaping. Okay, body slimming. So we in this beauty market, there are lots of beauty machines in this market, and so how should we choose this beauty market of beauty machines, and how should we combine them together to help our client to lose weight, and to help our client to lose weight, to shape their body. So that is a question for you, I'm sure. So many of you don't know how to choose the machine, don't know how to use the machine, even though even some of you have several types of fat reducing machine in your spa, but you don't know how to use them, you don't know how to combine them together. Okay, so that is a big question for you, I suppose. And also that if you don't have one, and that is also a question for you, how to choose them for your spa. Okay, so I think not there's no the best one, but there is the most suitable one for you and for your clients. Okay, so actually there are many machines in this market, and for each machine they have their own technique and they have their own advantage. So we should make the full utilization, we should make the full advantage of each machine, okay, for each machine, and combine them all together to help your client to shape their body to a maximum extent. Okay, so today we are going to talk about, so our topic is body slimming and fat reducing machine. Okay, so firstly I would like to show you several machines first. Okay, so as you can see here in the screen, I'd like to show you several machines. Okay, so the first one is what we have here, the ice freezing machine. Okay, ice freezing machine. So today after my brief introduction, we will have our doctor and our model to come in to show you how to do the treatment with this machine. Okay, how to do the treatment in a whole process to show you, so you can learn a lot from our live streaming show. So the first one is this ice cooling machine, and for this one, and for the cavitation one, and for the liposonic one. Okay, the liposonic one, cavitation, and the liposonic head cartridge of HIFU machine. Okay, and the ice cooling machine. So for these three, actually they can act on the fat cell layer directly. Okay, directly. So that is how it works. So it can work directly on the fat cell. So it can trigger a large amount of apoptosis of fat cell. So that is how it helps us to reduce the fat cell. So the next one is that we have the M-Sculpt machine. M-Sculpt machine, it works on the fat cell. At the same time, it also works on our muscle. It can help us to increase the muscle volume. So the next one, the other one is the Kuma shape. Okay, the Kuma The COOLPLAS machine, it utilizes 4 techniques together. Okay, later we will introduce them in details. Okay, so the next one, the last one is the roller machine. The roller machine, actually, it can help you to increase the visiting rate of your clients. Okay, it's a very popular one because we can use it frequently. So actually, for all of this machine, they are helpful for fat reducing, and but how to actually, for each one they have different technique. They work on different layer of our skin to help reduce, to help shaping our body, to help reduce the fat cell. So now let's have a deeper brief introduction, a deeper and brief introduction for each one. Okay, so for this one, okay, for this one, okay, for this one, for the ice cooling machine. Okay, firstly for this one, we utilize the deep freezing technique. Okay, deep freezing technique. So because the fat cell is less resistant to the low temperature, so under this low temperature situation, the fat cell can be it will lead to a large amount of fat cell apoptosis. Hello, welcome to join our live streaming show. So today our topic is talking about the fat cell reducing machine. Okay, fat cell reducing machine, body shaping, and later I will let you know how to combine all of these machines together to make a schedule, make a fat reducing schedule for your client. Okay, so that we can help our client to lose weight to an maximum extent. Okay, so the first one is the ice cooling machine. So it utilizes the deep freezing technique. So it can help us to the fat cell is less resistant to low temperature. So it can help us to the low temperature, and then it will lead to a large amount of fat cell apoptosis, and then the fat cell will be eliminated through the metabolism of our body. So that is how it works. And for the liposonic and for the M-scalp, but no, and for the liposonic and the cavitation one, okay, they utilize the ultrasound technique or the heat thermal technique. So they also works directly on the fat cell. So so it can lead to a small amount of fat cell metabolism. So the difference between this one and this one, okay, these two, is that for this one is much more effective. It's much more effective than this one, because this, it can lead to a large amount of fat cell apoptosis. But this is a small amount of fat cell apoptosis. Okay, so that is the difference. But all of them can work directly, can act directly on the fat cell. So they can help us to reduce the fat cell fundamentally and accurately. So that is the same advantage for this 3 kind of machine. And for this M-scalp machine, okay, for this one, it utilized the technique of high focused electromagnetic film. Okay, that is the technique we utilize of this machine. So it can stimulate the neuron motor. Okay, the motor neuron. Okay, it can stimulate the motor neurons. So it can have a high frequency. It can have a ultimate high frequency on our muscle. The ultimate high frequency training on our muscle. So it can increase the volume of our muscle, and at the same time, it can also help reduce the fat cell amount. Okay, help reduce the fat cell amount. So and it can also promote the proliferation of muscle and promote the fat cell metabolism. So that is how it helps us to reduce, to lose weight, to shape our body. So that is for this one. So now next one is about the Kuma, okay? The Kuma one. Here is the Kuma one. The Kuma machine. For this one, so for this one we utilize 4 different techniques together. The first one is the infrared light, okay? Infrared light. The second one is the negative pressure, okay? The second one is negative pressure. The third one is about the roller, okay? The roller. And the fourth one is the radio frequency, okay? Radio frequency. So for this machine we utilize 4 techniques all together to help shaping our body. And for this one it has an instant effect, okay? It has instant effect. And at the same time, for RF, it can also help us to tighten our skin and to promote, to accelerate the proliferation of collagen to a certain extent. Okay, so it can help us to tighten our skin. It's very useful for that, and it can also help us to improve the cellulite. Okay, improve the cellulite. To remove the cellulite. And the last one is the roller. Okay, but this one is the roller machine. For roller machine, it can we can use it after every therapy of every machine, because for this one it is an all side deep roller machine. So it's much more compared with the massage with our hands, but this one is much more useful. And because it can accelerate the lactic acid metabolism, and it can also help us to release the sense of fatigue, after the treatment of all kind of this machine. So for this one we can use it 2 to 3 times a week. We can use it after each therapy of each machine. So for this one, it can help us to improve the customer visiting rate of your salon or spa. So that is why this one, I think, is a must for every salon and every spa, okay? So that is a comprehensive, brief introduction of all kind of these machines, okay? All kind of these machines. So now I would like to so after this brief introduction of all of these machines, so now I would like to have a brief, so how to combine them together, that is a question, right? So when should we use ice cooling machine? When should we use like the cavitation machine? When should we use the liposonic machine? Okay. So hello, welcome to our live streaming show. Today our topic is about body shaping, the fat reducing machine. Okay. So and just now I've just have a brief introduction of all kind of these machines. So they have different techniques to help us. They utilize different techniques to work on different layer on our skin, okay, on the fat cell or on the muscle. So they help us to achieve the purpose of losing weight, shaping our body shaping, body slimming. And so next one, I would like to have a chart for you here. Okay. What's wrong? Okay, it doesn't matter. We have a chart here. Okay. So so now I would like to show you how. I would like to let you know how to combine all of this machine together. Okay. For example, so firstly, for ice, for this one, ice cooling machine, okay, and Kuma. So Kuma has 4 techniques, combined 4 techniques all together. And for this one, for Kuma and this one, we don't suggest you use these 2 together. Okay, don't use these 2 together. Why? Okay, because for these 2, after the treatment of these 2 machines, they have the biggest inflammation burden of our body. Okay, after treatment of COOLPLAS and ice cooling machine and Kuma, they have the biggest inflammation burden of our body. So we don't suggest that you use them together. And for the next one is the Lipsonic. Okay, so for COOLPLAS actually is the most effective one for fat reducing. Ice cooling machine is the most effective one for fat reducing. Okay, for fat cell reducing. So because it's accurate, it can help us to reduce the fat cell fundamentally. Okay, fundamentally. So the next one is, so for Kuma and COOLPLAS, you can choose one of them. You can choose one of them to do the treatment for your clients. Okay, and for the next one, we also have introduced Lipsonic and cavitation, right? So for Lipsonic and after the treatment of COOLPLAS, 1 week after the treatment of COOLPLAS, then you can choose cavitation, or you can choose Lipsonic to do the treatment for your client. Okay, 1 week after. So 1 week. 1 week after the treatment of COOLPLAS or Kuma, then you can use cavitation, or you can use Lipsonic to do the treatment for your clients. Okay, because COOLPLAS, we can only use COOLPLAS once every 2 months, and for cavitation, we can use it 2 to 3 times every week. So if we combine COOLPLAS and cavitation together, then we can help increase your customer visiting rate of your spa. Okay, so the next one is that after the treatment, so of cavitation, then we suggest that for M-Scalp machine, you can use it 1 day after the treatment of this 4, okay, of this 4. But we don't suggest you to use M-Scalp in the same day of the other machines, but 1 day after the other machine's treatment. Okay, and for the roller, we can the difference between roller and M-Scalp is that the roller, we can use roller machine after each treatment of each machine. So roller can combine all of these machines together. So after each treatment of each machine, you can use roller to help strengthen. This roller can help strengthen the effectiveness of fat reducing and fat weight losing. Okay, so let's take an example. Okay, so if your client want to do the treatment, want to lose weight, okay, want to lose the fat cells, so if he choose ice cooling machine to like on Monday, you will do the treatment with ice cooling machine, okay, on Monday. So 1 week after the ice cooling machine treatment, so the next Monday you can use cavitation. You can use cavitation to do the treatment for your client. Okay, next week on Monday you can use cavitation to do the treatment for your clients, and for like Monday you do the treatment with ice cooling machine, ice freezing machine, and on Tuesday then you can use M-Scalp. You can use M-Scalp to do the treatment for your client the next day. Okay, the next day. And the next week, you can use cavitation to do the treatment for your clients. Okay, but at the same day of the treatment of ice cooling machine, you can use the roller machine to do the treatment. Okay, at the same day of ice cooling machine. So that is how to combine them all together. Okay, so let's repeat again. Okay, let's repeat it again. Like for example, like today, like on Friday. Today is Friday, right? Maybe in America is Tuesday actually. So like on Tuesday, you do the treatment of with ice cooling, ice freezing machine on Tuesday. So and the next day, but no, at the same day, you can use roller machine to do the to strengthen the treatment effectiveness at the same day. You can use roller machine, okay? And the next day like Friday, you can use M-Scalp machine to do the treatment, okay? For to help shape your body, to increase your muscle volume, okay? And at the same day of Friday, so at the same day of Friday, so after treatment of M-Scalp, you can also use roller machine to do treatment for your client. Okay, you can also use roller machine to strengthen the treatment effectiveness. And then after Friday, so next week, next Thursday, you can use cavitation, or you can choose liposonic to do the treatment for your client. Okay, to combine them all together to do the treatment for your client. So that is how it works. So that is how to combine them all together. So for each one. So now I would like to show you the screen of our machine. Okay, I would like to show you the screen of our machine. Hello, welcome to join our live streaming show. Today our topic is about body shaping, fat reducing machine. Okay, so we just finished the brief introduction of the combination therapy of all kinds of different fat cell machine. So now let's have a look on our screen. Okay, on our ice freezing machine. Okay, so firstly we can press this button to start the machine, okay? To turn on the machine, and we have the password. We have the password here, so you can change it by yourself, so it wouldn't open accidentally by somebody else. For here, as you can see, we have four handles here, and they are different size for different treated areas. So this one is the biggest one. It is the curved one. We can use it for our body part. Okay, it is the curved one, so we can use it for our body parts, for our belly. Okay, for the thigh. Okay. And here this one is also the curved one, and we for this one is much smaller. It's smaller than this handle, so it's for different size. Okay, for different size. And for this one is the flat one. This one is the flat one, so we can use it to do the treatment for our arm. Okay, for the arm or the back. This one is a much more smaller one, so we can use it to do treatment for our for the jaw. Okay, for the jaw. So now let's have a look on the screen here. So for all, as you can see here, we have four. We divided this screen into 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it means that these four handles can work together. They can work all together at the same time. So this is the biggest advantage of this ice freezing machine, because in this beauty market, lots of ice freezing machine, they couldn't work together. The handles couldn't work all together at the same time. So this is one of the biggest advantage of our machine. Okay, so as you can see here shows the different type, and another biggest advantage is that we have different working pattern. Okay, we have different working pattern. So the first one is the continuous mode, and the second one is the suction and released mode. For the continuous, we usually use continuous mode during the treatment, and in the middle of the time of the treatment, then we can change it to the suction and released mode to massage the treated area, so that for this treatment, it can make our client's treatment much more comfortable. Okay, much more comfortable. And for a lot of machine in this beauty market, so there is no they only have the suction or release mode, or they only have the continuous mode. Okay, they don't have two mode altogether, but for our machine we have two mode altogether. So continuous mode is much more effective for the treatment. Okay, for the treatment. So in the middle, so for example, if the treatment time is 40 minutes, so after 20 minutes of the treatment, we should change it to the suction and release mode. Okay, so to massage the treated area of a client for 5 to 8 minutes. Okay, for 5 to 8 minutes. So this is much more helpful for our client, much more comfortable. So this is, when we press here, we can choose the different working pattern. And for here is the treatment time. Okay, we can adjust here, and this is the suction. This is the suction. For the suction, we usually choose 2 to 3. 2 or 3 is enough. Okay, but for the suction, actually it mainly depends on whether this handpiece can be sucked on the treated area. Okay, if you choose 3 and it cannot be sucked in the treated area, then you can increase it a little bit. Okay, increase it one level. And this is the temperature of the handpiece. Okay, this is the temperature that works on the treated area. So the lowest one, it can reach to negative 11. Okay, it can reach to negative 11. And for the highest one, it can reach to 5. Okay, 5 degree. So after choosing, for example, after the setting here, and so firstly we should choose the continuous mode to do the treatment, and we can set the time of 21st, and then the suction we usually choose 2. We can choose 2 at the very beginning to check whether it can be sucked or not. Okay, the temperature, the temperature should be chosen according to the thickness of the fat cell. Okay, the thickness of the fat cell. So, and then after the setting here, then we should press the negative pressure button first to let it to suck on the skin first. Okay, when it has been fixed on the treated area, so for example, when it has been fixed in the treated area, then we can press the freezing button. Okay, the freezing button. to start the treatment. Okay, after pressing the freezing button, and then the time starting to count down. Okay, so it means that the treatment has already started. Okay, has already started. So you should press this one first to end the treatment, and then press this one to let it to, then we can lose it from the skin. Okay, we can lose the handle from the skin. And for the other three, actually they are the same as this one. Okay, let me show you. Yeah, they are the same. Okay, they are the same. Okay, so for this interface, it's very easy for us to understand. Okay, it's very easy for us to understand. So choose pattern, choose the working mode, working time, the suction, temperature. Okay, start button. Okay, start button. So the next one, let me show you that the handpiece. Okay, let me show you the handpiece screen. So here, as you can see here, we also have the screen on the handle. Okay, on the handle. So here you can also check that. But for the handle, we couldn't choose the pattern mode. Okay, the working pattern. And for here, we can also okay, for this one, for this here, we can also set the time on the handpiece. Okay, maybe something wrong with this one. So let me show you another one. Okay, for the handle. Okay, for the handle, actually we can also change the time. We can also choose to change the time here. Okay, as you can see. Okay, we can also change the time here directly in our handpiece. Okay, so but we couldn't choose the working pattern. We couldn't choose the working pattern on the handle, and we can also change the suction here. Change the suction here, and we can also change the temperature here. We can also press the suction button here and press the temperature button here. Okay, the only difference is that we couldn't choose the working pattern on our handle. Okay, on a handle. So, and for the handle screen, that is also another biggest advantage of our handle of our machine. Okay, because we have the screen on our handle too. So this one is very easy for our operator to observe the parameters directly on the handle. So it's very convenient. It's very convenient. Hello, welcome to join our live streaming show. Today we're going to our topic is about the body slimming, fat reducing. Okay, fat losing, weight losing machine. So now we are introducing the ice cooling machine, ice freezing machine. So for this one, it's very useful for fat cell reducing. For fat cell reducing. So now I would like to show you the language here. Okay, so we have 9 language altogether. Okay, this is another advantage of our machine. So if here we don't have the language for your country, so we can also customize it for you. Okay, we can also customize it for your language, for your country's language. And for the other machines, they normally only have 2 language. Okay, you normally only have 2 language. So that is one of our another biggest advantage. So that is all for the treatment. So during the treatment, we should use this ice membrane. Okay, during the treatment, we should use this one. It's very important. Please remember. Okay. So now I'd like to show you something else about our machine.
看电视是吧？
Okay, this is how it works. Okay, this is how it works. So if somebody is really fat here, so we use this one. We use this one. We use the handle. The handle has the suction mode. So it can make the.
你别管，
Okay, it can make the treaty area to focus on this treaty area. So it's very effective for the treaty area. Okay, the technique can work directly on the treaty area. So the fat cell is less resistant to low temperature. So the fat cell will be it can lead to the apoptosis of fat cell. So after 1 month, so the fat cell, as you can see here, the fat cell amount has been reduced. Okay, has been reduced.
完了。你讲你的。
So now I would like to introduce you the advantage of our machine. Okay, the first one is that we can use 4 handles all together. 4 handles work at the same time, and they can reach to -11. Okay, accurately. It can transmit this temperature accurately to the fat cell layer. And for next one is that for the strong negative pressure, we have the imported. They was imported from they was imported overseas. Okay, so it's very the quality is very good. So and it's for this machine is also very safe. Okay, no need to worry about the safety because we have the water flow. We have water flow detection. We have water temperature detection, overheating protection, skin temperature detection. Okay, and we also have the leakage switch. So it can avoid damage. It can avoid the damage of short circuits overload. Okay, short circuit overload. For the next one is the quality assurance. Quality is that we have for the component we have the quality server. And we have the corresponding certificate of this component. Okay, so there are many. So this is the comparison for our new ice freezing machine and our old ice freezing machine. For our new one, for the old one, it can only reach to 0 and to -8. Okay, but after the updating, so the temperature can range from 5 to -11. And the power, the standby power also increased from 66 to 650. So the working power has already increased from 1500 to 2600. And the screen also become much more bigger. The screen of the machine is become much more bigger, and we have increased. The handle has becoming more and more, and we also add the screen on the handle, also, and the working time they are the same. And for the biggest one of the biggest advantages is that the old one they couldn't work together. Okay, they couldn't work together at the same time. But for the new one, they can work all together at the same time, and they have different size. they have different size. So for the next one, and we also have the comparison with we also have do a research with our new machine and the other factories ice freezing machine. Okay, for the other factory, for our factory, okay, for our machine, our power is 2600, but for the others they only have 500. Okay, 500, the maximum power, and for the others they also have 4 handles work together. We are the same for the handles, and for the temperature, they can range from negative 10 to 45 degree. But for the frequent change of the current direction, actually it will reduce the cooler sheet, the life service of cooler sheet. So for ours it's 5 degrees to negative 11. And the negative pressure, we have 1 to 5 levels. It ranges from 15 kPa to 55 kPa. Okay. So for the negative pressure pattern, we have 2 different working modes. The first one is the continuous mode, and the second one is the suction and the released mode. But for the others, they only have the suction and released mode. For this mode, is not very effective for fat cell reducing. So we have one more mode, that is the continuous mode. For this mode, is very effective. For the cooling pattern, we have water, wind, and semiconductor. Water, wind, semiconductor cooling system. But for the other factory, they only have water and wind system. And our screen, we have one of the advantages is that we have the handles. We have the screen on the handles also too. Okay. And the language, we have 9 language altogether, and we also can customize it for you if we don't have the language of your country. But for the others, they only have the English and Chinese. So that is the disadvantage of the others. So, and for the temperature sensor, we have 14 channels temperature detection, 14 channels, and 4 channels of temperature cooling sheets. Okay, cooling sheets. But for the others, they only have 2 channels temperature detection. They only have 2 channels temperature detection. And we also have the air switch to avoid damage of short circuit overload. For the others, they don't have that one. So that is the comparison between our new ice freezing machine and the other factory. So for ours, it's a very good one. Okay, compared with the others. So that is all for the introduction of this ice freezing machine. And now we would like to invite our doctor and our model to come in to show you how to do the treatment for your clients. Hello, welcome to our live streaming show. So today what we are talking about is the fat reducing, body shaping, weight losing machine. Okay, so this is what we are introduced today. This is all the machine I already have a brief introduction, and this is the machine we will do the operation later. Okay, we will do the operation later. You can I suppose that you will learn a lot during the treatment, during the practical treatment. Okay, please wait a minute. Now inviting our doctor to come in. Okay, I'm now inviting our doctor to come in to do the practical operation for you. So firstly, we need to measure the thickness of the 3D area. Okay, we need to measure the thickness of the 3D area. Okay, so firstly, we need to remember that we should measure the thickness of the fat cell, okay, before the treatment, and we should mark down the data. Okay, mark down this data. So the thickness of our fat cell is 30 mm, right? 30 mm, okay? We just measure the thickness of our fat cell. So this is a very important step because we need to make a comparison before and after. So for each treatment, please remember to measure the thickness of fat cell, and we should mark it down each treatment. And after each treatment, we should also measure the thickness of fat cell again. Hello, welcome to join our live streaming show. So for each one who join our live streaming show, you can get the coupon, okay? Especially for your for the joining of the live streaming show, you can contact our sales manager to get the coupons, okay? To get the coupons, please remember to get the coupons. To contact our manager to get your coupons, okay? Okay, firstly, I would like to show you that for the measurement of the treatment of the thickness, you can use this kind of ruler to measure the thickness of the fat cell, okay? So now I would like to let you know for the pre-operative preparation. Okay, we have some necessary articles like the ice membrane. So it's very important. Okay, before each treatment, we need to use the ice membrane. Okay, put it on the treated areas first, and then we put the handle on the ice membrane, because the ice membrane can avoid the damage of the skin, okay, can avoid the damage of the skin. So this is the ice membrane for this is the big one or the smaller one?
Smaller one, 但是比较适合。其实是因为我没有大的。
Okay, we can actually we will prepare the big membrane and the small membrane for you, okay, for you, and you can actually you can use the big one and the smaller one according to the treated side for your client, okay. And the second one is the drawing pen. The drawing pen, it's also much better for you to draw the to draw the line on the treated area before the treatment. And you can also prepare a cushion, a towel or pillow for this articles. It can help to increase the comfort of your client. And then for the optional articles, So we can use the disposable sheets, okay, disposable sheets. So now our doctor is choose the biggest handpiece to do the treatment for our model on the belly, okay, because this size is much more suitable for her belly. So the disposable sheets and the disposable gloves, okay. So the gloves can make you much more professional. So for the disposable sheet, disposable gloves, they are optional. Now for the others, okay, for the other preparation. So the first one is that we should ask our client to wear the comfortable clothes, which is convenient for the exposing of the treated area, because we need to put the put the membrane on the treated area, okay. So we need to ask our client to wear the comfortable clothing. So for the second one is that we should inform our client of the indications, contraindications, adverse reactions, and post-operative maintenance precautions. For all of this, it's better for us to type out the contraindications, adverse reactions, post-operative maintenance precautions in a paper for your client's reference, okay. It's better for us to type it out in a paper for your client's reference, and it will be good for the client to sign the notifications. 等一下，你侧一点身体。Let me show you more closer. Hello, welcome to join our live streaming show. Now we are doing the practical ice cooling treatment for your reference. Okay, we are now doing the practical treatment with by using our ice cooling machine. Okay, now we are adjust the parameters here. Okay, so now as you can see here, the suction we choose is 2, okay, is 2, and the temperature, okay, the temperature we choose is a -1 degree, okay, -1 degree, and the time we choose is 2 minutes. Because we just to do the demonstration for you, okay, to do the demonstration for you. And the working mode we choose is the continuous mode, okay. When we choose the continuous mode, it can be the handle can be sucked on the treated area continuously, okay. Okay, as you can see, because there's something wrong with our biggest handle, so we can, for the other side of the belly, we can also choose the other handle to do the treatment for our client, because for these handles they can work together at the same time. And before the treatment, we should also take the photos before the treatment, okay? And then measure the thickness, or the waist size, and we should complete the data as far as possible. Number 5, we should clean the treated area and keep it clean and dry. No perfume, no lotion, and we should use a line marker to mark out the treated area. And for different treated area, we should choose different positions to do the treatment area. Okay. For example, for the belly, you can let the client lay down, or you can also let the client to sit. To choose the sitting position. For the treatment of the hip, you can choose the prone position. For the treatment of legs or the upper arm, you can choose any positions as you like. And during the treatment, before we put the handles on the treated area, we should apply a bit pressure and slightly wind the handpiece up and down to make it closely clean to the treated side, and then fix it on the treated area. And for the temperature setting and the time, it should be set according to the thickness of the fat. And we also have the chart for your reference, so there's no need to worry about the parameter setting. So please remember that at the midpoint of treatment time, okay? Please remember to change the continuous mode to the suction and release mode for massage for the treated areas for 5 to 8 minutes, so that it can so as to promote the blood circulation and to achieve a better therapeutic effect. And during the treatment, we should also keep communicate with our client. Okay, keep communicating with our clients to make sure the client can bear this kind of energy, can bear the temperature. Okay, so we should make sure that keep communication with our clients. And during the treatment, we should also pay attention to keep warm of the treated area. And for the abdomen, the temperature should be corresponding lower than the other parts, because there are much more fat cells on the belly, on our belly. Okay, and we should remember that we should avoid the navel. Okay, we should avoid the navel area. And one more thing is that I would like to show you. So for the treatment on the belly, okay, so we usually we can't do the treatment for the treatment on the belly, okay. We suggest you that do the treatment on this area and this area, this and this area at the same day, okay, at the same day. But we can't do the treatment on these two areas at the same day, and we can't do the treatment of these two areas at the same day. Okay, we can only do this treatment for this area and this area at the same day, or this and this area at the same day. Okay, So, and the other one is that. And the other one is that we can only do two treatments, do two treated area. The maximum treated area is 2, okay? No more than 3 treated area at the same day. 啊？
已经没话说了。
我还有很多话要说。
好，那你说吧。等他坐一会儿拿下来按摩一下。然后就可以结束了。
And for the we usually divide the treaty area into A parts. Okay, the first one is the abdomen or belly. The second one is the waist. Okay, the waist, the back, the outer legs, the inner legs, the arms, the buttocks, and the knee joint area. Okay, the knee joint area. So we usually do 2 treatment area at the same day. Okay, for example, so if you do the treatment on the belly, okay, if you do the treatment on the belly, then you can do the treatment for another treated area. For example, you can do it at for the outer legs, okay, the outer legs, okay, and then for the belly and the outer legs, so we have already do 2 treated area, no more than 3 treated area, okay, so we can only do 2 treated area at the same day. If you want to do more, then you should do it next day, okay, you should choose another 2 area to do the treatment the next day, because we need to avoid that because for this machine it will have the inflammation burden reaction of our body. Our body couldn't bear such a huge inflammation burden, so we couldn't do too much treated area at the same day. So now I would like to let you know the post-operative caring, okay? So after the treatment, we should eat 1 hour. Okay, we should eat 1 hour after the treatment. And number 2, we suggested that you should eat some light food or the food with high protein content. And you should drink more water, okay? Drink more water. Number 3, do normal activities, okay? Normal activities are allowed after the treatment at the same day. And we should avoid the hot shower. Avoid the hot showers on treated area, on the treatment day, okay? On the treatment day. And number 5, after the treatment, it's recommended to maintain a healthy lifestyle, and we also suggested that you should have a reasonable diet and do more exercise, okay? For this can help you to have a better result, okay? Have a better effectiveness. So number 6, so immediately after the treatment, there may be a bit redness or mild edema, but they will disappear within a few hours, okay? For this kind of situation, there's no need to worry about it because it will disappear, okay, within a few hours. So now I would like to show you another chart. We have the chart, okay? We have another chart for you, for your reference. We have the chart here. Here is that because before the treatment, you need to measure the thickness, okay? You need to measure the thickness of the fat cell, and then according to the thickness of the fat cell, we have different suggestion temperature for you, and we have different treatment time for you, okay, for your reference. And the negative pressure, we usually choose 2 and 3. If you choose 3 and the handpiece still couldn't suck on the treated area, then you can choose increase it to 4. Okay, increase one little by little. Okay, here is the number, the treated parameter for your reference. And another one is that we have actually during the treatment we have different lights to indicates the different temperature level. Okay, different color of the light indicates different temperature of the handle. Okay, different temperature of the handle, so that you can recognize, you can know what's the temperature directly according to the lights. Okay, according to the lights. So actually this is very safe. For example, the red light, it means that the temperature lower than 5.5 degree. The yellow light, it means that the temperature range from 0.5 to 5.5 degree. The purple light, it means that the temperature ranged from negative 2.5 degree to 0.5 degree. The green light, it means that the temperature ranged from negative 5.5 degree to negative 2.5 degree. For the cyan light, it means that the temperature ranged from negative 8.5 degree to negative 5.5 degree. And blue light, it means that the temperature lower than negative 8.5 degree. Okay, that is the light color indications for different temperature.
你这样念，我觉得也没人愿意听。这个你就说吧，也差不多。你好呀。
Hello, welcome to join our live streaming show. Hello, Flores. So welcome to our live streaming show. So now we are now doing the treatment with our ice cooling machine. Okay, with our ice cooling machine. So now we have already finished the treatment. So for this machine, we can help reduce the fat cell. Okay, we can help reduce the fat cell. And it's very effective because for this machine, it can act directly on the fat cell, and it can help us to reduce the fat cell volume. And after the treatment, we can also massage several minutes for our client. Okay, we can also massage several minutes for our client to improve the treatment comfort for our client. Okay, to improve the treatment comfort for our clients. We suggested that you can massage about 5 minutes for our client. Okay. So actually that is all for our live streaming show today. So if you have any questions, you can leave your questions as below, okay? And if there's no questions, then if you want to get a coupon, you can contact our sales manager to get a coupon. And if you want to if you want to know when will we have this live streaming show every week, you can follow us. Okay, you can follow us, and then you will know when we will have this live streaming show every week. Because we may have the live streaming show on Friday, on Thursday, on Wednesday. We may have a live streaming show from Monday to Friday. So I suggest that you can follow us. Okay, you can follow us. Then you can know when we will have this live streaming show every week. So that is all for today's live streaming show. So bye bye. See you next time. See you next week.被迫营业。哎呀，
多点了。
多少点了？
再弄点外卖。做完冰就可以吃东西了。
可以，你就做那些家务而已，什么都不用做。
Hello, welcome to join our live streaming show. Today our live streaming show have already finished. So if you want to learn more, you can follow us. You can so that you can follow our live streaming show next week. Okay. So do you have any questions? If you have any questions, you can leave some message below, or you can also contact us to get the live streaming show coupon. Okay. So we may have our next round live streaming show next week on Thursday New York time. Okay, 8:30 p.m. Okay, 8:30 p.m. Okay, that's all. So bye bye. See ya next time.